So we want you to experience how these ego states function in decision making. In this exercise, each person will role play one of 3 ego states of a single individual who's going to buy a new car. You have narrowed your choices down to 2 cars. One is a sports car that you've been wanting for a long time. The other is a very economical car that would get really good gas mileage, be really practical, and good for the environment. I want each ego state to give input and together come to a decision about which car you're going to buy. So I want to just check out with a couple of groups here. So over here, who was parent, who was adult, who was child? And what decision did you make about which car you were going to buy? The group, as a group, the 3 of you as a person. Which car did you decide to buy?
I'm not.
Who was adult?
I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was not backing her, wanting to go out and drive fast and to show off, and I couldn't find the money for that at present, and I was talking with her about whether she's a very good student, whether she just rushes through what she reads and just slaps something together and goes out there. How does she win the debate that way?
Okay. And you were?
I was the parent.
Yeah. How did you feel about, I mean, what decision did you actually make about what car?
Well, I mean, I thought that the adult has to make the decision.
Well, it's really all 3 of you together.
But I had one point of view.
Right.
And so she had the opposite point
That's
of view.
right.
And
Yeah.
then the adult, we thought, had to make the decision. So I still
Not
stayed
necessarily.
I didn't get. I
People
didn't understand.
sometimes buy cars from their child or from their parent.
Right. Okay.
So the task was for the 3 of you to come to a decision. Did you actually come to a decision?
We didn't.
So this is one of the things that happens. There's a conflict between parent and child, and they go round and round but never come to a decision. So how about here? Who was parent, who was adult, who was child?
So I was the child. And I wanted a Ferrari.
Okay. And who was parent?
I was parent, and I wanted a Prius, and
Okay.
so we ended up compromising and getting a Tesla.
Hey! That's good decision making there.
So I was the child, and I was thinking about how when I was growing up, I really wanted a yellow bug car,
Right.
you know? And so we talked about, or I talked about as the child ego state, what I wanted, and I said that I wanted a yellow car, and I wanted to pick up my friends. I wanted a car that I could hang out with my friends. Oh, yeah, and I wanted eyelashes on the front of the car. That was like part of the compromise. Was we were talking about like the practicality and like what we would lose if, you know, we spent a bunch of money on a car that wasn't as efficient or whatever. And so I was like, oh, okay, you know, but can I at least have like funky magnets on the back of the car and eyelashes on the car and for it to be yellow? So we kind of had a compromise.
Okay, who was parent?
I was parent. You couldn't put stickers on the car because it might do something to the paint job, you know. And safety really needed to come in. And though I appreciated the color and everything, it was a place where we could compromise.
Right. And as adult, what decision did you come to?
A lot of questions, a lot of accessing information and sharing information. And we decided to get a yellow sedan hybrid. And we did agree to have some of the flashy things as long as we got the other.
Right.
The other, and there was for the information based on my neck, I wanted to make sure I had that rear camera so that I couldn't turn, because I can't turn around. So there was another piece of this that had to be around taking care of the adult as well.
Yeah. Good.
There
again,
was a challenge, and I'm trusting that other people had the same experience. It was very difficult to stay in one ego state because this was fun, and the child ego state was coming out in a lot of ways.
Right.
So just wanted to name that.
Okay.
I was parent, child, an adult.
Okay. And what decision did you come to?
We decided to buy, to follow the advertising and get a hybrid or electrical car that can go really fast. A both-and option. But that was after a lot of, I had a lot of critical parent, which I do. And so I got to play with my critical parent, telling the child that she was being selfish by not thinking about the ecological impact and just wanted to think about herself and wasn't willing to compromise.
Well, I got to have ice cream while we were talking about it.
Good. Good.
So then it was like, of course. Yes. So that made it better because
Okay.
we had ice cream.
Good.
And I was just trying to be with reason, to reason and get them to think, that the child to think about what they would have to give up if they had a car payment. So.
Right. Okay.
Can I just say one more thing about the parent? I was having a hard time finding nurturing parent examples. I was only getting the critical parent, so finally nurturing parent I came up with maybe we could figure out together a way that negotiating could actually be fun. Like understanding the information and coming to a decision could be fun.
Right.
Hi, so I was the child, critical parent, or no, she was actually a nurturing parent, and adult. So we decided on a Tesla, and that was, we talked, I wanted both cars as a child. I said, why can't we get both? So there's a lot of why not, and then if I had to make a decision, it was, well, I want the sports car because it's fun and it makes noise. And we had, reasoning. I understand that's what you want, and, these are the reasons why we can't get that. And Derek, as the adult, offered options. Well, we can get the environmentally friendly car before we decided on which one. We can get the environmentally friendly car.
Right.
And then afterwards, we can use some of the money we saved on not buying both to fancy it up.
Good.
And then we decided on one that was fancy looking.
Good. So it sounds like we had some good adults in the room. Because the adult's job is really to mediate between the wants of the child and the concerns of the parent and come up with a solution that really satisfies everybody.